Let's see if it works. Let's hope it does. All right, so we've got Stephanie. Let me make Stephanie. We've got about 4 co-hosts. I know last week there was a lot of complaining that people couldn't get in. Maybe they didn't have the right meeting since we switched it at the last minute. So let's make sure everybody gets in.
I'm here.
Good morning, Shannon.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing today? Susan said if you promoted this week, put it in the chat. Or if somebody on your team promoted this week, put it in the chat.
How do I do this?
All right, Miss Susan, take it away. Oh, yay. We got a lot of promotions going on. So Susan Smith, good job, VP.
Thank you.
Yay, way to go. And Casey promoted. Good job, girl. And Dana promoted to director. Whitney Bell made senior director. Way to go, Whitney. Yay, Terry got her first promotion to senior supervisor. And Whitney just ordered her 630th pack, 30 pack in 6 weeks. Amazing. So I think you guys, some of the important things to go over today that Susan and I had talked to each other just shortly about is kind of the importance of understanding how to onboard people as new brand partners, and also going over a little bit about when we get drops in these customers' hands, what that looks like over the first week, first week to 2 weeks as far as conversion. Does anybody want to kind of, Susan, are you here? Okay, you're here. All right, so I'm going to mute myself. Susan's the queen of keeping it simple, you guys. She does this 20 times better than I do. I learned it from her, and she keeps trying to reel me back in to make it simple. So I'll let her tell you the real way, not my way, the original way.
Perfect. So, hey everybody, happy Saturday morning. It's so incredible what we have our hands on. Like, put a 1 in the chat if you're excited. Like, yes, I stay excited look at all those 1s. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you guys being on training on Saturday. You're exactly how I was. I was like, I just want to learn how to do this good. Like, I was a registered nurse. I didn't know business, but I sure was open to learn it. So did you get all the promotions, Susan? I don't want to miss any. Did anybody not get a shout out for getting promoted? Look, love all the 1s. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, if we missed you, put your name in the chat, because we definitely want you to get recognized. Steph, I know I had talked to you about a checklist.
And that did not magically get created.
Okay, so this has been my checklist. I'm going to share my screen here. So when I onboard people, and what I learned this week is some people didn't realize, when I onboard people, I go to new rep training, which is the 4th folder down. I click on it and I have them go, like the first thing, I have them get the boards app and download the Team Unstoppable app. If you ever have anybody that can't get into the Team Unstoppable app, it's because their email doesn't match. So the email they join boards with and the email they try to join Team Unstoppable boards has to match. So they can go back and look in their account on boards and see what that email is. Sometimes it's a mistype, but just so you know. But once they have that boards app, then I have them to go through these steps. And the beauty of teaching people this is they get everything downloaded, the boards, the Telegram, the Partner Co app, and then they link into our team. So it's really important not just to get people posting, but also to get them through the other steps. But the beauty of this new rep training folder is it tells them step 2. I don't just send them this folder, I let them know about it, and self starters will step themselves through the steps and do it on their own. But I still FaceTime screen share. Does everybody here know how to FaceTime screen share? If it is an iPhone and your person has an iPhone, then you can do exactly like I'm doing on Zoom, but you can do it on FaceTime. If you have Androids, you either jump over to Messenger, which is Facebook Messenger, and you can video share if you have an iPhone and they have an Android, or you can go through WhatsApp. If you don't know WhatsApp, just do Facebook Messenger. But both of those work where you can still screen share with Androids. But after you show them what to do, and some people will just do it on their own, right? Here's the steps if they forget how to post. And it kind of tells them what to do, like post at 9 and 3. Why do we post then? That gets the logarithms the highest for Facebook. And that's when our whole community's working together to give love on Telegram comments and get love from Telegram. So it goes through. Here's an important step where I feel like people miss in this Facebook posting is you have to go back and comment on who comments on your post. So let's see here. Let's see if I did it this morning. So if I go back to my post right here, and I've ran the system of growth, the first 30 days does better than anything I ever post. So I always get the most drop sales when I do the first 30-day post. I probably ran it 4 times at least. So just so you know, don't think you can't run it again. I just start over and I change a little bit of the wording on the first post. Instead of I started my journey, but I'm so excited to be on this journey. But you have to go reply back in 6 words. 6 words are important. And do this if you can within 12 minutes of when your posts go, because this right here counts as 2 comments. Your goal is 12 comments in 12 minutes with 6 words. If it doesn't have 6 words, Facebook doesn't even recognize it. So that's just an important tip. If there's anything in the chat stuff, let me know, because I want to make sure people understand. It's simple, but if you miss the steps, then it can really make a difference in how many boxes you sell. And Telegram, if you don't know how to share to Telegram, that's step 3. It steps them through like it's all typed out. Make sure people on the business side are joining Team Unstoppable and have them say, you're the one that sent them, because this is our team page. Like, I look at the names. If I recognize the name of who sent them and they're on Team Unstoppable, I accept them. If they don't answer the questions, then I don't know who sent them. So that's important. And then Healthy You, Healthy Food is our customer and brand partners. I want you to be active in these groups. Like, these are our team groups to help you excel. So if you have a good recipe, a before and after picture, share it in Healthy You, Healthy Food. If you have a business tip of something that helped you, add it in Team Unstoppable. If you have somebody that promoted, feel free to add it in Team Unstoppable so we can give them love. And
Susan, there is a question on screen sharing in Messenger on
okay.
iPhone.
Okay, so I will definitely show how to do that after I
Okay.
go through these steps.
Okay.
Maybe I need to put that in there. So if you are somebody and you feel like, oh, like you look through this board and you do not, like, you feel like something is missing or you don't know how to do something, let me know, because I know how to do everything. And I want to make sure a brand new person can look at this and do everything. So that's the goal of this new rep training folder and steps. So after they join the Facebook communities, then you set up your website and it says, hey, make sure you have your ID number, how to get paid to get your direct deposit through the company, and make sure to set up your subscription of 100 PV. Why do you need that subscription? It keeps your discount to 30%. Without it, you get 15. So you get a bigger discount. It also, every dollar you spend helps earn trip points. So toward a free trip from the company. If you ever stop your subscriptions, your trip points go to zero. It also qualifies you to make money. So if you don't have 100 PV on your color week, then even if your team's growing, the company is not going to send you a check because legally they can't, because you don't have an active business. So this is really important that people know to set up their subscription, because otherwise the volume placed underneath them also zeroes out. So it's really important that people know to have their subscription. So there's step 5. Step 6, product knowledge. Like, learn what we have available, but you don't need a PhD. If somebody asks you about the products, or you're really late at night and you've already done everything that could make you money, you can go to PartnerCo Share app under tools and you can look at videos or PDFs on the products. So just so you know, that's available if you want to know more about the products. There's a business plan right here that steps you through step by step. It has customer support number, the apps people need. It's all in one page, basically, on how to get people to be successful. But it also has, very important start here, people have 4 Fridays to get 1,500 PV, which doubles their money. We want people working less and making more money. We don't want people working for half pay. So what's 1,500 PV? 30 boxes of drops. That's the same. Noni, a 10 pack is $200 cheaper for 500 PV. So if somebody's like really tight on money, they love Noni, and they want to sell a little bit of Noni. Noni does not have the profit that the drops have. So even though the drops cost more for 500 PV, they also retail profit is more. So just so you know, if somebody's tight and they're 500 PV away, Noni is a good option. And I love that product. Like, who doesn't want immune support and all the benefits of Noni? So it goes through that they need their subscribe and save, the direct deposit, and then their goal is to, once they're ultimate, then you want to start growing your team, because we want you at top pay and then grow your team. So it goes through important Zooms like the IPA call right here. It's the same Zoom code Monday through Friday. So if you ever don't know, it's in the boards, or if you don't get the text, so you know where to find it. This is $1 million call at 10:15 Monday through Friday. You don't have to have your camera on. You can mute. It's incredible. Saturday, this is the training call that we're on right now. And then Monday, the company does a call. So all that's right there on the business plan. And once people are ultimate is the next folder, they post this post. If you are ultimate and you haven't posted this post, like, this will attract business people, people that want to make money, people that want extra income. So there's your text scripts. And here's a picture, or you can go to Google and get a help wanted picture of your choice. That's just an example. You're welcome to use this one. And then when people say, yes, I'm interested, what do you say? Right here's your text response. Is morning, afternoon, or evening best to jump on a 10-minute Zoom? You just get an appointment. When you get an appointment, you get your upline or somebody that knows how to do the presentation, and we'll run through the 10-minute presentation and help you with them. The key thing when people are doing presentations is make sure you know why the person wants extra money, because if you can start painting the picture of their dreams and them reaching it through this business, because that's what we want to achieve, then they can start catching the vision. So that's really important to listen to people. It also has a fact sheet. Some people want the facts. So right there is in new rep training. Here's Ann. She's incredible on how to prospect when you're out with people. And then what is partnership marketing on YouTube? So when I train people, I train them the social post, the text scripts, and the new rep training. The next folder I go to is right above new rep training. I'm like, we have all kinds of support. If you click on the IPA link, Zooms and team calendar, then you can get all the meetings that we have going on. And the team calendar, you can click on it and it will show you like, hey, we have Zooms going on in the evenings. You can plug in and listen to them, but ultimately this is for you to invite guests and help grow your business. So this is to help you invite people. If you click on it, it'll tell you, hey, here's a business opportunity meeting. Here's the link. Here's what time. And it just has great information. So that
Susan,
is,
can you mention the Telegram thread though, for also getting our meetings daily?
yes, that is a good thing. So in boards, back to step one in new rep training. So it has at the very bottom, join for meeting info. If you click on that link and join, it's really important to join this because this is where our meetings are. If this is how you know we had an internal sales training. So in Telegram, we keep all the meetings. This had the meeting that was earlier. So make sure that you're linked in to the meeting info Team Unstoppable. If you're not, then all you have to do is go to board step one, scroll down, and it's at the very bottom. Is there anything else, Steph, or anybody else before
Yeah,
I
they
say
want to
keep
know how to do from Facebook chat, right? How to go screen share from Messenger. How to screen share from Messenger on an iPhone.
Okay, so is there any other questions in boards or not?
Yeah, now this is a good question. Where is the best place to go to pull up a presentation on the drops to show someone?
Okay, so the best place to go to pull up a presentation, are they walking through it? Or are they gonna read the This
Yeah,
is
you're
where,
sitting across from them at lunch, so you want to
okay,
pull it up.
so you go to Team Unstoppable Board 1.0. So this is a little bit more advanced. This is where stuff is for business. And it's the third one down on the left, business presentation. You click on it, you click on the link, and right there's the presentation I do every single time. So this is the simplest, especially for people that are new. Pretty well, I'll click through it before, if you're new, click through this or get somebody to help you and listen to them a few times. But this is where the presentation is. And if you turn your phone sideways, it'll make it big and you can just scroll up through it, or you can hit play. Sometimes my play doesn't work in the top right. So I just always turn my phone sideways and scroll up. Like I do everything from my phone. So don't think you need to go buy something fancy. And if you're new and you're like, hey, we want you to get to ultimate first. So have your posting going. But if you're like, I want to know what to say during a business presentation, if you go to it's the third one down on the right, it says business presentation with a $sign, because learning this will help you make more money if you're showing it to people. But you click business presentation, and guess what? In the top right is the script for the presentation. It shows you what to say on every slide. It's all typed out for you. So every slide gives you words to tell the people's before and after stories and everything like that.
I will say though, depending upon your audience, if you're new, it's way better to have a third-party person presenting. I understand the question was, if we're sitting at lunch and it's informal, that's one thing. But if you're new, you don't know what you don't know. God, there was so much I didn't know. And you do need the support and the confidence and the conviction of people who've been here a while to present.
For sure. So bring our confidence with you and don't let anybody shake it, because some people will say, oh, I'm going to go ask for such and such as opinion. Well, I mean, I told somebody yesterday, you don't go for brain surgery and go ask a mechanic, like, hey, what do you think about me getting brain surgery? No, you're going to the brain surgeon. If people want to know about this company, then you redirect them like, hey, you want to talk to somebody successful? Let me link you in. Like, we're doing this in a big way. So you can borrow our confidence till you have your own. Is there anything else in boards?
Oh, so a technical question from Diane about how to set it up on the TV, like to mirror image it.
Okay, so I can do that. But text scripts right here, like literally go read through these text scripts. But I try to sell every box of drops off. What are the drops and what is the price? That's it. Like, don't overwhelm people because you are training people how to do this from your first interaction. So if you take 10 months to get somebody in, they're going to take 10 months to get somebody in. If you send them 50 things about the drops, they're going to send their people. Like, you are literally training people. And if you can train people simplicity, it will change your life, change your business, and people will realize, oh, I can do this. When people purchase the drops after purchase instruction, that links them into our community. And customer gets drops. This is helpful information like direction on the drops, example and meals. Let's Get Started Retail Drops is a little more advanced, but it can step them through. And here's 21 days of follow-up if you want to do that. I haven't got that fancy, but if you want to, it's right here. But it'll say day one, here's what you can follow up with. So if you want to link into that, like, amazing people from Team Unstoppable have created this. Some people don't know what to eat. There's a cookbook, but make sure to tell them to leave out oats and ghee. And if people hit plateaus, it has a plateau buster. So everything is at your fingertips, but you do have to take a second to learn it. But the main thing you need when you're new is what are the drops, what is the price, how to post and share to Telegram. So I'm going to show you real quick how to screen mirror image. If you have an iPhone, you just go to the top right corner, pull it down to the middle at an angle, and it's this box on box will say screen mirroring, and you have to be linked on the Wi-Fi that the smart TV is on. And if it'll say like Samsung, see if it'll pick up anywhere I'm at. I don't know if I'm on the Wi-Fi. If you're not on the Wi-Fi, it's not going to work. It might not work because I'm on Zoom. But then you just pick the TV you want. If you don't know, just try the different ones that are available, and it'll pop up on the TV screen and ask you for a code. If you
Now, in some cases, you might need the HDMI cord. So when we travel, you guys, I carry it with me. It looks like this, right? Because the Wi-Fi is not always reliable and you've got a packed room and you're panicked. So the backup for me is always the physical cord for screen mirroring.
You just got to make sure the plugs work for the cell phone that you have. So one side should be HDMI and the other side will be whatever iPhone or Android that you have. Yep, that's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
that's right, because the new USB-C thing versus a iPhone 11, you'll need a different adapter, different cord. Yeah.
And if you're brand new, don't let us overwhelm you. Like, we will be there to help you do it, but somebody just asked, so I'll go ahead and tell them. So
Yeah.
if you Messenger, so if you're calling somebody Messenger, here I'm gonna go to you, Steph. Maybe. Okay. So if I was wanting to call her, you see in the upper, Fairy told me how I can make a little tire, but I can't remember at the moment. So in the top right is a camera. So if you click on that blue camera in the top right, it's going to video call the person. So if I was calling Steph, I could click on the camera in the top right and it'll video call her. I don't think I can do it because I'm on Zoom. You want me to try, Steph? I'm going to try.
Okay. And so
Hey, it's
she's
not going to let me
calling
because I'm
me.
on Zoom right now.
No, you're calling me. Well, it did ring.
It-
I guess not then.
It
did
did ring, but it's not video calling. So here, I'll call you again and you
Okay.
can show them what it looks like.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to show them where to screen share, but we'll try.
It did pop up screen share.
Let's see here. Here, I'm going to call her again, Steph.
So you see, you guys, it's ringing. Now I have my sound turned off, so it's vibrating. And then I'm going to hit the check. And then all of a sudden, voila.
There's your husband, Pete.
Pete, say hi, wave.
Hey, Pete.
Hey.
I'm glad you're putting your shoes on and not your pants.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Zoom etiquette. Okay, so that's how we do that.
Okay.
Yeah, shit. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Okay.
then-
So,
But then, Susan, it will also say, because I have an Android, so I have to do this often. And then for the person asking, it will ask you right there. It will say screen share, and then you can do your screen share, and then it'll show you your home screen, and you go to your boards and presentation.
and you don't do the screen share. Whoever you're training, you get them to share their screen, and that way you can say, click on boards, go to Facebook, go to social posts, have them do it while you're holding their hand, because all of a sudden people are so scared to do something different. And if you're on face share and you can see them, and sometimes I tell people click post, click post, click post, top right, click post, like 10 times. I'm like, click it, girl, I'm gonna make you money. So sometimes people need your confidence to like get them to post. And I'm like, you're gonna do this again at 3:00. Do you got it? And make sure that people get, this is another important thing I'm going to show you. If you don't have this on your Facebook, like we are not Facebook support, but this is something, if you go to your homepage, to the right is the 3 dots. See where it says create reel, advertise. Yours, you might say edit profile, and then those 3 dots right there. Click on that and make sure that where it says turn on professional mode, make sure professional mode is turned on if they have that option, because this can help them to schedule posts. If they do not, this is nothing to do with the company. This is a Facebook problem. This is not a Team Unstoppable. We're not the experts of how to get your professional mode. That's between you and Facebook. But if you don't have it, you can post how I do, is just go post. Like I did that for 6 months before I even knew I could schedule. So it's not detrimental. You just have to go in there and post. Either way, you're having to take time to post, but scheduling it just sometimes will get people. But where I see people schedule, they don't share it to Telegram, like they get lazy. So if you schedule your post, do not get lazy on sharing to Telegram and going back and commenting.
Susan, the other thing I want to suggest is, you guys, if you're going to do a Zoom call or messenger call or whatever, practice with someone before. It will help calm your nerves. Shannon was up one night. She had to do a Facebook Live for a big group. She was like up practicing over and over and over. So just ask somebody and practice, and we'll give you grace, and you'll have confidence and you know how to do it. It's like 2 steps, but you have to practice if you don't know what you're doing.
That is so true. Is there anything else that anybody out there? I know we have a ton of leaders on this call. Do y'all have anything that you feel like you found helpful or that would benefit people?
Hey, Susan, so do me a favor, just
Debbie, you're glitching, babe. You went off the grid. We can't hear you. Okay, she'll come back. Does anybody else have anything to share?
Hey guys, it's Suzanne Thomas. I do. Years ago, when I was scared to death to FaceTime or do a live or anything, I found Marco Polo app. And if you don't have it, it's a video app and you can connect with friends or you can connect with family, whatever. We have different groups. And you see yourself talking as if you're just talking to someone, and they can either catch you live or respond later. But doing that helped me so much to be more comfortable in front of the camera. So now when I go on lives, I don't really think about it. I'm not nervous like I used to be. So that's really helpful to me anyway.
Perfect. And somebody said, would you recommend the presentation to people who are already entrepreneurs interested but won't research? Absolutely. You want to show them how simple our system is, because if you show them simplicity, then they're coming with you. Make sure if it's a seasoned entrepreneur that you got success with you that can talk the talk, that has the confidence behind it. Like, and if you're doing drop talks, like drop talks are great, but make sure that when you're doing drop talks, you're inviting guests, because that is to help you make money. If you invite guests and they bail at the last minute, turn it into a training. If you have one person at your drop talk, don't say I invited 10 and you're the only one that showed up. Like literally, that just really gets me. You could change that one person's life, that forever their health and their finances can be improved forever. And you just told them they're not important as the 10 people that didn't show up. If only one person shows up, I say, girl, it's all about you. We're here to change your world today. And you do not talk about people that don't come. Like that is a big, big deal. And so many people, like I did a Zoom this week, and the girl's like, yeah, I'm ready to roll. And the brand partner says, I'll call you in 10 minutes to get your information. No, you get their information right then. Now get them set up, get them an ID number, because you're training them. And guess what? They might go talk to somebody that doesn't have a clue about Partner Co. and they might lose their mojo in that 10 minutes. So you have to have urgency. Do not delay. If all you have is your phone, like type the information into the phone and get them in the system like yesterday. So do not delay. You have to have urgency. And I know I said this on the IPA. Some people will say, how do you get 30 packs? Like I asked for it. I want people working less to make more. So I'm like, hey, you want to work less to make more? Do you want to start at top pay? Yes. Okay, great. When you sell 14 of these bad boys, they're all going to be paid off. I'm going to train you on the marketing campaign to get it done. So you just have to have the confidence and ask for it.
And
Is
I want to share an app that I use. It's called Teleprompter. You can type the presentation there, and you can record yourself, as, you know, reading all the presentation on your phone. That's another way of practicing, and then, you know, reading over and over. Teleprompter on the app is free.
can you here put that back up there? I'm gonna screenshot it. And whoever had the other one, like if you can show it to me, then I can screenshot it and post that in Team Unstoppable. Thanks to Leah. That's incredible. Here's the key thing. You never want to be too perfect that people are like, they're too perfect, I can never be them. You don't want to be that person. You always want to be relatable. You never want to be perfect. You always want to be real. Like, some people will practice so much that they're so perfect and everybody in the audience is like, no, I can't do that. Like, you don't want that. Like, I know we have upline that miss a belt loop every single day because they didn't want to be perfect on purpose. And people would say, oh, you missed a belt loop today. Oh, thanks for letting me know. But they never fixed it because they didn't want to be too perfect. So
Susan,
there's just a little tip. Because when you do something over and over, it's easy just to kind of get in the rut. So never lose your excitement. People have told me last week, oh, I got life. Like I got life. I'm just not posting right now. If you have, your life is never going to be perfect for you to go reach your dreams financially and for you to get your health in check. Like, it don't matter how much money you make. If your health isn't in check, like you can't move out of your body and say, here, I'm moving somewhere else. So do not make excuses to take care of yourself. Do not let your people make excuses, and tell them, hey, I believe in you. You can do this. Will some people like get distracted or let life get in their way? Like, I do not guarantee anybody life without problems, because you know what problems bring? Your faith. It makes you stronger. It builds your character, and it helps you be able to relate to people. So do not let life's problems distract you from why you're here. And if your why does not make you cry, like bring you to tears. And it can be make money. You'll give up on make money, but you know what you won't give up on? Your family, your kids, financial freedom. Like some people have never had financial freedom and they don't know how great it is. If that doesn't seem great to you, find something great that'll bring you to tears that you'll never ever quit on, and you can change your life forever, because the people that win here are the ones that work through the problems, work through the trials. They keep showing up. If you have somebody that joined you on your team, they love you, trusted you, and believed in you enough to join you, how in the world could you ever quit on them? Like, that's how I feel, and that's how I became a 7-figure earner. So work on your mindset and your confidence.
Susan, you're going to love this question. What can you summarize the difference between the landing page on 1.0, the boards, and 2.0? What's the difference?
1.0, I know how to edit, and 2.0, I do not, because it is too complicated for my brain. But we got some smart people on Team Unstoppable that know how to do it, but I can't edit 2.0, and I like simple. So I just use 1.0, but 2.0 has some great information in it. A corporate trainer created it. She's incredible. It's not to where I can update it. So when I see something that needs updated or done, I can only update 1.0. So I can guarantee you that stays updated.
So that rolls into the next question from April. What's the slide presentation where all of the drops show the pricing for 167, not 160?
Who knows how to fix our presentation? Because if you can fix it, then I will delegate you to fix it. I will love you forever, and we will put it in our business presentation slot. So
now it is in 2.0. Some of the slides in 2.0 do have the 167 as the cost of the boxes.
Well, if somebody knows how to convert that to the presentation, then we would love to have that.
Okay.
So put me in the comment if you are savvy at that kind of stuff. Oh, Amber May, fabulous. Let's see what else stuff. Thanks for being the chat master.
Oh, no problem. And Kimberly's right. We do need to take my information. Okay. So a lot of people have tried to get into my Wednesday training, but instead of pulling the meeting information from the Telegram thread, Team Unstoppable, right? We need to fix, because embedded in boards is old stuff from like December or January.
Okay.
So
that
people-
is Susan Cameron's
Okay.
secretary.
Okay.
Kristen.
I'll double back to Susan's. You guys, though, here's the updated information. Go to the Telegram thread, Meeting Info Team Unstoppable, for now, to pull the most recent stuff from Brent Palmer, from Chris Doyle. All of it is there. So default to
I
that
really
now.
think we should just use the Team Unstoppable meeting info, because we all can get info there. I can't update that calendar at all.
Okay, so guys, for now, and many new people you bring in, like Susan said, you scroll to the bottom of that page with all of the links to invite people to the boards, right? Go to the bottom and get on there right now if you're not in there.
And
yeah.
somebody did ask me to put that link in IPA Zooms this week. So it is in 2 places. So let me share that. I try not to put things in 2 places because I would like things simple, but it is in there because some people were asking. So the third one down on the left, IPA link, Zoom's team calendar. It says on the bottom right, join Team Unstoppable. And there is the link to join our meeting info. So that's where we need to get meeting info. We might pull that calendar if it's not correct. Just let me know what she says, Steph. And she may still be on here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm asking Jennifer Campbell to train like 5 of us on how to update it, because it does work. Because the thing about it is, if you're trying to plan ahead, I love the Telegram as it comes through. But if you're a planner ahead, you want something quicker than 1 day's notice. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Especially people that work full time. So we want that calendar to work.
Okay.
Robin says, I like to plan ahead too.
So
And
does Susan
Shannon's like,
Cameron.
yes. So we'll figure out how to get that trained. You don't have to do it, Steph.
Thank you, ma'am.
And somebody did ask me for a checklist of, hey, have you done this? Like, I've always used my checklist of new rep training, but if anybody can do something where people can check boxes and use that Team Unstoppable new rep training folder, yeah, I would love that. I've been asked for that. So anybody that's savvy in that, I'm savvy at vision. I'm savvy at I can keep it simple and I can break things down simple. But tools, I need some IT people. So if you can do that, put I can in the chat and we will get. Oh, perfect. Susan Smith, who just hit vice president this week, said she can make it, already stepping up for the team. And thanks to everybody that step up to help everybody. Susan, do you want to share real quick, like, how'd you hit VP this week? I did a Zoom with her. She joined in the company and she said, I want to be full-time here. I want to replace my income, and she is doing it. So do you want to share something real quick, Susan? Congratulations, girl.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm just doing what you tell me to do. And then I'm duplicating that. Like, so you and Tandra had gotten me on the phone wanting me to be able to who can you get on the phone? I'm here with Susan. Like, well, I know I value your time and I know how important that is to have you. So I was like, I found some people. And so I just duplicated that and I've got that kind of replicating in my team. And I'm just excited about it. And I'm constantly talking to people and just constantly sharing. I just recently did a before and after picture from my results over the last 10 and a half weeks. And from that post on Facebook, I've had people that have just been kind of watching. They're like, because it was you, I've seen it. And I've sold 6 boxes just within the last 3 days. So just following the system of growth and just doing what you're telling me to do. And I'm trusting you and getting out of my own way.
Yay, and y'all hear it. She got vulnerable. She put her own picture out there and her business is exploded, and she's kept it simple, and she learned what we did. Hey, who can we talk to? And now she's doing that with her team and she's talking to them and making it happen. So congratulations, girl.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anybody else that has a question? You want to know something? Anybody else that wants to share?
Susan, can you go through in terms, because we onboard really quickly, we get them posting, we get them boosting, we get them using the text scripts. Now, can you walk them through what you do whenever you get drops in a customer's hand and what that kind of first week to 2 weeks with that customer looks like?
Okay, once you get drops in a person's hand, I'm going to go back to screen share. So as soon as somebody pays me Venmo, I do not send them the food list. I send them nothing. Like part of the purchase to me with drops is the food list. So even once I have their money, I do not send the food list till they have the drops in the hand, because some people will start teetering like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. Yes, they can. They just got to get the drops in their system and realize that it'll help their cravings. But once people like pay me for drops, I do the second one down under text scripts after purchase instructions, and I link them into Healthy You Healthy Food. That's the biggest thing. And I tell them, make sure you answer the questions. So that's the first thing I do. And I mail them their drops. I send a picture, or if I deliver them, I'll take a picture of the delivered drops and I'll text it to them. So if I deliver it, I know they have it. If I'm mailing it, I'll send a picture of the box that's coming to them, and I'll say, let me know when you get it. So I'll mark over like 4 days. So in 4 days, if I hadn't heard from them, then I'll text them. And once the customer gets the drops, when they say I got the drops, I send them the directions on the drops. So I just text them that. And I talk all through text at this point, because I want my text, like I own my text. So I always talk to people once they get their product, I get their phone number, because I want to create that relationship. I'm not going to keep talking through Messenger. I got their phone number. I start talking through text because I'm now I'm becoming their friend. Like, I care about them. And I'll also send them examples of meals, all the meals. Like, here's examples of breakfast, lunch, and dinner because people do not know what to eat. So I text them those two things. And then in a couple days, I will check on them. Hey, how you doing? If they're having a little bit of trouble, I'll say, hey, I gotta start retail drop. Do you want that? If they need food, I'll send them the cookbook. But I just try to help them along. Some people are running this drip text, which I have not done yet, but I know people have had success with it. So any questions on customers? The key thing is once a week, like whether it's Friday, Sunday, like follow up with them, like, hey, what's your good drop news? Like, don't say, how is it going? If they're having a bad day, they're going to say bad. And if somebody says, hey, the drops aren't really working, I'm like, oh, hold on, we need to troubleshoot because the drops work 100% of the time as long as you follow the system. Let's figure out what's going on here. Some people are into health, they think they're eating great and they're not. Like, they're eating the wrong oils, they're eating avocado toast. Like, anytime people put sugars and carbs in their body, they lose 3 days of fat burning. So I educate them, you talk to them. If you don't know what to tell people, like, get us in a 3-way text with them or even a 3-way conversation and we can help get them on track. But pretty well, you got to call people out, get them on track. They're not watching ingredients, something's sneaking in. I have a friend that owns a Japanese restaurant. If it's not fried, he soaks it in sugar overnight. The veggies, everything. So people are eating veggies and chicken and steak, but if they've been soaked in sugar. So when you eat at restaurants, you don't know what you're getting. So I'm like, hey, is there any way you can use your crock pot? Like, you know what you're putting in food, and kind of get them on the right track because what we put in our mouth matters. Like, we have these drops balancing, but we also need the foods going into our body balancing. And those foods, if they're right, like, I've had people eat grilled chicken and I'm like, where'd you get your grilled chicken? From the freezer? We'll go look at the bag. And if it's frozen grilled chicken, usually it has sugars, maltodextrin. I know Chick-fil-A grilled chicken nuggets, people think of that as being a healthier option, have 6 different artificial and real sugars in it. Well, people are eating grilled chicken because they want to be healthy. So really watch ingredients of what you're putting in your body and stay away from fast food. Like, it's a detriment. Like, it'll mess your metabolism up, and we're trying to get you on track. Is that good, girl? You want to add something? And your customers are now your list of people that can become brand partners. Like, you've just created a lead list of people that wanted the product. You get them success on the product, they're going to want to save and make money. Who doesn't want to save and make money? And sometimes networkers, if they've been in the industry, they have their own system, like, don't buck them, but be confident. Hey, we know our system works. Like, it'll make you money. Like, you may not want to run our marketing campaign, but I'm telling you, run it 30 days and see what happens. If you can get them running it, then it will work, especially if they'll just get the comments, comment back. Like, it's the little things that make all the difference in success.
I think that's great. And you guys, kind of some of the scenarios that you're going to run into that first week, like if you get them on the drops and get them started, and then 2 days later, call them and check back into it with them, because they're either going to be having great results, losing weight, tons of energy. So that means awesome. That it's really never too early to convert them. Oh, great. I want to share with Shannon how you've done it. Like, tell her what you're doing, and literally use those opportunities to convert, because people, when they're excited, they just can't believe something's finally working for them. So they will actually come into your business. So you want to talk about that a little bit, Susan, the power of the 3-way call, and kind of how much, like, whenever I first started, we were on Zooms all the time. And if people would say, I want a box of drops and send me a Venmo. Sometimes I would write them back and say, are you sure you just want the drops, or do you know people with hormonal imbalance and weight loss issues? Well, yeah, probably like 6 of my friends. That's what we talk about all the time. Great. All right. Are you available right now? Let's jump on a 3-way call. Or when can you give me 10 minutes, morning, afternoon, or evening? So we would always use those people as an opportunity to get on a 3-way call. Do you want to talk to that a little bit, Susan? Because I think sometimes we miss the mark on that.
Yeah, I think what you said's perfect. That's exactly right. Just asking, like, hey, what do you want?
And then if they're not having results, that's even more of a reason to get them on a 3-way call, because we want to help troubleshoot them, because they paid $167 with us. We want them having results. And Susan and I have even seen it time and time again where we would get on a call and troubleshoot, and then that person had all the confidence in the world, and we would show the presentation. And sometimes, you guys, they show up even when they don't think the drops are working yet. They show up and come into the business because they're like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Yeah, I can do this. Can we talk? Kimberly said, can we talk about, can we talk about just doing the 3-way, preferably by texting, not asking first? What do you mean, Kimberly?
So a lot of times I've run into with my team, they'll say that they want to get permission from the person to do a 3-way. And I'm like, no, just start a 3-way with me, and then I will kind of take over. And if we use texting, it's a better way to definitely get a hold of them versus waiting for Messenger. Some people don't check their Messenger. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
you're saying just go ahead and put them on a 3-way call, like a 3-way
yep.
Zoom.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, let's just go ahead and get them, open up a text.
Melissa Straka is amazing at that. Melissa, you want to unmute and talk about what you do with me and Letty? Because you're always so good at going ahead and putting people on a 3-way, like right off the bat.
I just do it like everyone. I don't ever ask anyone.
So tell them what you write and what you say when you put us on a 3-way.
It's in boards, so whatever that text is in boards. Yeah, where is it in boards? I don't even know. I should have it memorized because I just copy and paste it so much. It is in, let's see. Oh, my boards isn't pulling up right now. There, okay. It's right in scripts. Right there, 3-way message with team. There you go. That's what I copy and paste.
And then the key is for the person who's in your upline, or if it's you in this case, as quickly as you see that, you respond as the third new person. Hey, so excited to meet you. And then whatever the other person says, to have some life in the thread.
Yeah, and a lot of time I will message like Letty or Susan a little bit about them too, so they have kind of a heads up.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Way to go, girl.
Susan, there was another question. Let's see. What if a new BP ghosts you, left her a couple messages to get to ultimate? She only has 2 weeks left. So we're on the timeline. That's the question. What do we
Hold
do?
on. The fortune's in the follow-up, so I try to call them, but don't get stuck chasing people. Like, let people know, hey, I want to help you get to top pay. You're on a timeline here. Here's your deadline. And if you're not hearing back, here's the key thing: that usually life has just distracted them, and life or people's job, the reason why they start this is the excuse why they can't keep stepping. It's the craziest thing. Like, hey, you didn't like the life you had, you wanted better, but all of a sudden you're going to quit on better because of what you didn't really want in the first place. So if I can get them on the phone, like I'll say, hey, hey, why did you do this? Like, come on, we want to help you get to top pay. What's going on? Really care about people and listen to what's going on with people, because some people are living through some tough stuff. But if people have trouble with marriage, with health, with life, with job, the best thing they need to plug into is the IPA call and trainings, because it's a positive world. Like everything else in the world is not so positive, and it's just such a beautiful thing what we have. And I mean, right now, April, she's got 4 kids and she's at the beach on vacation and she's on this Zoom. So it's people like that, and leaders are always watching, that are showing up even though they could have an excuse not to, they're still here.
So I have a question about I would like to understand the order of things. So I get someone with the drops. I send that message that I think Melissa said. I include Susan in the message. That is and then how to jump in a call from that. So what will be like the order of things? Do you know what because that message is to check that they are going to follow the food plan and everything else, right? And then use that as a 3-way call.
That would be Melissa, because she's doing it.
I use it for everything. I use it if I need, like sometimes, like I've had this one teacher, health coach, I don't know why I'm afraid to talk to her for some reason. So if I'm like fearful of talking to someone, I'll add them on a 3-way message just to build my confidence. So I do it even if they have questions on the drops, or if they have health issues, or if they, just people I want in a 3-way conversation, because I'm new here and just want to learn from the best.
Yeah, so then that is to coach them to use the drops correctly. But how do you jump to a 3-way?
Right away. Like if you already sold the drops, I'd get on a message. If you haven't got them on a call with anyone or a presentation, even if they've watched a presentation, you want them live on a call, like with you and another person. So you can change the verbiage if you need, to like, hey, this is my friend. I'd love for us to hop on a call sometime. Even if they order the drops, like it's such a confidence builder to new people too.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Talia, I can put the text in the thing, but I do this with some of my brand partners. Hey, Carmen, Steph was asking about how you're doing. And I had met him before to drop stock. She remembered you, blah, blah. I thought I'd loop her in a 3-way chat because she's been doing this longer than I have and can offer even more help and insight. Feel free to fill her in when you have a moment. So that was like not the initial introduction, but something like that, friendly, outgoing, and pulling me. And Jana did give me a heads up. And then I immediately, hey, Carmen, I'm very interested in your journey on the jobs. It was lovely spending time with both of you at the Wellness Center. And then she'll either respond or she won't. But now we've got some energy going in that 3-way. But you need to have that agreement with your people.